So I was watching a video, it was a few years ago, 2019 to be exact, Media Man. It was a panel of older black women in particular, that's usually what it is. And they were talking about Michael B. Jordan being spotted with a white woman, all right? And, why does it, do black women feel a certain type of way? And, the interracial thing, how black women are always worried about, what black men are doing. And I think she said at an 89% clip, then black man was marrying women. I think he said technically it was a 79% clip, 80, and it's down to 75% now from there and there. Basically it's down to 75%, whether it was 79, 89%. She said 89.9. I think that was the real number was 79. And now from 2079, that black man was marrying black women, is down to 75%. So, but I'll talk about like why that is in another video. But the one thing you get in these conversations is the fact that they're like, oh yeah, I dated a white guy before, but I don't like it when black men date white. I had a girl tell me that before. I kept a player like, I'm not about to debate you. I mean, that's what you believe. But I'm going to tell you why that is. There's two reasons for why that is. They are okay with dating white people, white guys, right? They're okay with dating white guys and white girls, how they be getting down. And they're not okay with us. There's two main reasons that is, in my opinion. One of the main reasons is, obviously, they want us to be the fallback plan. They already know that Brad ain't married them. They know they don't want to marry Gloctavius and the Pookies and the Ray Rays. They like, okay, basically women want to have their cake and eat it too, right? So basically they want to get slutted out, beat it up by them, right? And then at the end of the day, they be like, oh, we can just fall back on a good, wholesome black guy. That's it. We can fall back on a regular black guy. That's exactly what it is, right? And the other reason is they live in this type of mindset. You see this a lot of times, especially in the workplace in America. All right, when you get special privileges because you have a situation, especially the first thing you see people do, okay, if he get to take a shorter lunch and leave early, why can't we do it? This is why a lot of workplaces have hard standard rules. Our lunch, take it or leave it, because it's not because they don't want to be flexible for their employees. It's because somebody sees somebody else do it. Oh, he's doing it. Why can't I do it? And he can have a real personal reason why he's doing it. He can be going to school. He can be having a sick one. He's taking care of, but it's really none of your business. And then, he can't. I mean, that's how it happens. This is the same situation with women. They see black guys dating out with other women, right? They're dating out with other women. They're having more success than black women. Black women get married to white guys at a 3%, 4% clip, right? If that, right? I think it's less than 5, right at 5, somewhere around there, right? Black men up to like what, 30, 25 to 30%? So, in their minds, it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't like that because they can do it, so they try to shame you. And the black community been doing that with black men for years. They try to shame you, especially black female members try to shame you for things that you do or what you want to do. They try to shame you into manipulate you into doing things they want you to do. And man, black men ain't listening no more. Brothers ain't listening no more. That manipulation that their mothers use, their sisters use, that shit is dead. But those are two main reasons why. Because they can't do it the way we can do it. And I'm telling y'all, the black women have destroyed their self. They have destroyed their self. And what I mean by that in this whole situation, the internet has showed the world that how violent they are, how vulgar they are, how abusive they are. And they really looking like, damn, black men, this is what y'all been putting up with? Why are y'all putting up with that? Can't tell them nothing. You have no authority over them because of the laws in their hand. That's what it is. And now that I believe that black men are seeing the amount of black women that have slept with white men, and you have white men showing it on their streams and telling other black people or other people on the internet how easy black women are. You have black women getting mad at Hinge, saying Hinge is racist, They don't match them with the white guys or the rich white guys that they want, or rich guys that they want. You're starting to see women can't shut up. Women have to tell somebody, somebody. They can't shut up. They're going to tell y'all her best friend's business, her mother's business. They're going to tell you your business to other people. They can't shut up. They can't shut up. I remember I had this chick I used to talk to, who used to be cool. She used to tell me all her friends' business. She said one of her friends had a boyfriend. Like, I guess they was living together. I don't know if he needed a place to stay, but he couldn't get up for her. Like he couldn't he didn't for whatever reason. I never seen a girl, she must, nor him. She must be ugly, but she said that he would just hump the bed and he would get his pleasure just from humping the mattress. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, some weird ass shit out here, you know what I mean? But just example how they be telling people business. So that's just the real shit. So when you look at it, all it is they're mad. This is what it is. They're mad because you can go get a white girl, you can go get another ethnic girl, and they can't do it. If they can do it at a higher or better clip than men, they wouldn't shame men as much for it. Oh, you hate your mother, you hate yourself. No. The problem is black women don't want to improve. They don't want to be softer. They don't want to be nicer. They don't want to say we need black men. No, they don't want to say that shit till they burnt out like Taraji P. Henson. They think they better than us. In no statistical category are they better than us. They don't date out better than us. They don't make more than us. And in reality, yeah, they might have more degrees than us, but guess what? Who's losing? Who's making more money still? Nothing. No. Who's more fit? Brothers. So in those statistics, and outside of white guys, most of the other guys that they could date, like Meg Hector and and Lee and all them, they smaller than the average black woman. So you bigger than most of the regular other men that you could date, from the DR, from Puerto. Well, I'm gonna say Puerto, but the DR, the Caribbeans, and all, not the Caribbean, but Africa and all them other places, Germany. I know. Come on, they the only race of women that call themselves big. I'm Big Mama, Big Glorilla. They the only race of women that call themselves big. That's a fact. So who really checking for that? Men want femininity, fitness, petiteness, at least some femininity. Black men are the only men that really take their woman voluptuous. That's it. That's it. You know? But they don't get that. Don't want to cook, don't want to clean, don't want to do nothing for a brother. You think guys, you think these, gotta understand, most of these guys didn't see nothing wrong, or black people see nothing wrong with what Gucci did. They don't care nothing. They don't believe racism exists no more. None of that. The brainwashing and the conditioning. So you think if these people don't care nothing about racism, they let the Brads and they Puerto Rican homies call them the N-word. You think they ain't gonna go get with an Arab or Indian woman or a Becky, and a lot of them gonna find out the hard way. A lot of them gonna find out the hard way. But in reality, now that y'all showed y'all hand, and now that Brad done really exposed y'all, and y'all exposed y'all divest yourselves, and black men are starting to see how many of y'all have slept with white dudes. I'm telling you, I'm gonna guesstimate about 90% of black women in America. If you throw in Africa, it's about the same fucking African women. It's the same percentage. They all have slept with them, and a lot of them white guys. You're talking about the Pookies and the correctional facility guys and the prisoners and all that, in the bottom of the barrel, who they get a body to. You know what I'm saying? Ease. Nobody gets their body more easier than a non-black dude. See, they oh, guys just like exoticas and all that. Y'all motherfuckers do too. The exoticas just don't like y'all back like the exoticas like black men back, and that's a fact. Us being bigger, taller, stronger, dark skinned men, non-black women love that shit. But the men don't want bigger women. But if you know, I seen how white guys approach black women and don't have it ain't no icebreaker or not how they get to they get straight to it and black women respond. But if black guys came straight to them just like that, they would get them the cold shot. I seen it, man. Go. I remember I was at a karaoke night. I don't. This just resonated with me. I never really thought about it. I was at the karaoke night. I was in Royal Oak. This is when like Black Adam. I went to see Black Adam in a Royal Oak Imagine, right? And ended up going to karaoke afterwards. It was like a sorority was in there. I'm not gonna say which sorority it was. I don't remember, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie, but it was one of the sorority nights in there, and it was all like black women, right? It was all black women. It was no black guys in there. I promise you that. It wasn't no black guys in there, bro. Whatever. But it's a bunch of bars. It's a bunch of bars. Like if y'all go down that street, that's I don't know, that's Main Street or something like that. You go down, for those who are familiar with the Metro Detroit area, and whatever, you know, we can get out there, we went there, and it's just like it's not a lot of like you could tell these women are corporate women. They got jobs. They nice looking women. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the white guys was in there, like, you know, like really it wasn't that many guys. They was up there karaoke with the white guys, having a good time, opening it up to them, having a good fun time. And I ain't gonna say they was being bold to me. You know, that was cool. You know, I was with somebody at the time. They was cool, whatever. And, you know, they like the person I was with looked at the bathroom, they was all pushing up on me. But to be honest, like how loose and how easy they was karaokeing and drinking with the white guy, that's how they be, bro. That's how they be, man. And I guarantee you, if it was a bunch of brothers, well-off brothers in there, man, they wouldn't have been as open. And these white guys, I guarantee you, because I was there for a minute, the white guys wasn't buying their drinks at all. That's why when they, you know, you see talking about, oh, black dating in Japan or black dating in Thailand for women, you know, that's, you look and you see they complaining, oh, it's hard. I was seeing a video where More Than Life did about black women at BYU. I don't know. I think he don't know about BYU. BYU is in Utah. It's Mormon. They were saying, well, you know, my dating experience is not good in BYU, you know, there, and it's not good there, and you know, I would give it a 2, a 0.5, and he was basically saying like, well, the women don't look good, and you know, whatever. And some of them was okay, you know what I'm saying? Some of them was okay, you know. But my thing is this, you know, when you know, and BYU was like all white women and shit. But my thing is this, bro. Like, why would you even as a black person go to BYU, to be honest? I mean, unless that's where you got a, a scholarship at. But yeah, they don't have a good time interracially dating. You know what I'm saying? Like if you a bad bitch, yeah, you have an opportunity. But when they tend to date out, bro, like they just seen as sexual they just seen as sex toys to the other guys. They see so many black women sexualizing themselves on the line. They just like, okay, I want to see what it is would be the fat ass or titty. And then they go back to their people, and black women need to understand that they image online, and not all of them, obviously, but they image online, you know, is going to shit. That's a fact. They image online is going to shit. So they need to realize that their image online is absolutely going to shit. Cause y'all image is pretty much everybody dressing the same, acting the same, hanging with each other. They image is destroying it for the good black women, man. It's destroying it. But hey, that's all I had to say. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link tree, follow me everywhere, or hit the link in the description, join the Patreon. Peace.